Thomas was chatting with Lady at Tidmouth Sidings.
It's coming up to Halloween again, and I've had an idea. Why don't we all wear masks and have a pumpkin party?
Oh, that sounds like jolly fun, Thomas. I'll spread the word. But are you inviting Diesel 10 after his behaviour last year on Halloween when he frightened Millie?
Oh, I must admit I hadn't thought of that. But I think I'd prefer to keep an eye on him rather than just ignore him and let him get up to his own tricks. So yes, I think we should invite him.
What about the pumpkins? Who is organising them?
No problem, lady. Salty is at the docks as we speak and collecting them from Cranky.
Salty was at the docks pulling a goods train which was being loaded by Cranky with pumpkins.
Oh, I can't wait for Halloween party, Cranky. Thomas is even inviting Diesel 10, thinking he can keep an eye on him so he doesn't cause any trouble. Well, I must admit it does sound like fun, but unlike you engines, I'm stuck here at the docks and can't move around. Oh, I'm sorry, Cranky. I just didn't think. I don't like to think of you missing out. Oh, don't worry, Salty. Being here has its benefits. I can watch all the ships coming and going.
What the friends didn't realise was that Diesel, who was Diesel 10's partner in crime, was listening in to their conversation.
Oh well, I better be off. See you later, Cranky. I think my pal Diesel 10 will be interested in having a little fun at the other engine's expense.
Salty pulled his train out of the docks and went on his way. Diesel chortled to himself and went off to find Diesel 10. Diesel arrived at the old mine workings, which was Diesel 10's hangout.
Diesel 10, are you there? Who wants me and why? It's me, Diesel. I've got some interesting news for you.
Diesel 10's interest was raised and he came out of the tunnel.
Well, what is it? I haven't got all day to waste. Thomas, he's organising a Halloween party and he thinks by inviting you, he'll avoid any trouble. Oh, does he? We'll see about that.
It was Halloween and Thomas, with help from Lady and some other friends, was preparing for the party. Where shall I put the pumpkins, Thomas?
Oh, just over there, Lady.
A little later on, the engines were ready to party and they all had their masks on.
Oh, Thomas, you look scary. Where's Diesel 10?
Thomas looked around and was getting a little worried that he hadn't arrived.
I'd rather see him than think he might be getting up to some really naughty Halloween mischief. Oh, I know. Do you remember Halloween last year when he frightened the life out of poor Millie?
Suddenly there was the sound of a Diesel approaching, and Thomas was relieved to see it was Diesel 10 wearing a hideous blood-smeared mask.
Diesel 10, I presume. That mask really suits you. I hope you're going to behave yourself this evening. Oh, my dear boy, of course I'll be good. What on earth could I get up to with you watching me all the time?
Thomas was still worried that Diesel 10 appeared very pleased with himself.
Ooh, gosh, those pumpkins look good. I love a pumpkin at this time of the year.
Suddenly, a shout was heard from the other
Look,
engine.
everyone! There's a witch on a broomstick crossing the sky! Oh, we're so frightened!
The witch vanished from sight and the engines breathed a sigh of relief, but Thomas noticed Diesel 10 had disappeared and so had the pumpkins.
How on earth has Diesel 10 tricked us again? It's obviously him that's stolen the pumpkins while we were watching that witch.
Diesel 10 was boasting to Diesel about how he had fooled the other engines with his witch trick and had taken and eaten all the pumpkins.
Look over there, Diesel, and see how brilliant I was.
There was the mobile repair crane with a model of a witch dangling from it.
They're so stupid, those other engines. Fancy being taken in by a fake witch. Watch out, Diesel 10, Thomas is coming.
Diesel 10 quickly disappeared back into the tunnel.
Where is he? Who? You know who.
Just at that moment, there was an enormous wind sound coming from the tunnel. Thomas laughed.
Well, I think we know who's suffering from eating all those pumpkins. That'll teach Diesel 10 a lesson which he won't forget in a hurry.